Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy TolerantCashew bringing you my first walkthrough. We are playing the Stanley Parable. I've read the description and apparently it is a weird game. I read the comments in the Steam page. It says you have no choices in the matter. Basically you have to follow a specific line. Like whatever you choose, regardless of what you do, is gonna end up in the same ending. Like you have really no choice in the end. Well, I'm pretty sure that a stubborn motherfucker like me is not gonna make it that very far. So let's get right into it, shall we?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Push buttons.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. Whoa. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Damn, this dude's life must be boring as fuck. Hello?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What the fuck? Hello? Anybody here?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Fuck you. Ooh, this is pretty nice.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You don't tell me what to do.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fuck you. Go left? You mean this one?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you! Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Wait, you're saying if I jump off, I get penalized for $5,000? Okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yeah, I told you.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Fuck yeah. What happened? It restarted? Son of a bitch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What do you mean, Mr. Memo?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Again?
he entered the door on his left.
You're not telling me what to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I'm not gonna stop.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you again. Does this thing even move?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Wait.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Wait, is he acknowledging me that I exist?
Neglecting Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Why do you keep closing the doors? Oh shit. Why is it dark in there? Something's not gonna fucking scare the shit out of me, is it? Hello? I'm scared. I don't want to do it. Fuck! Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
God damn it, that scared the shit out of me.
If you your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Oh shit. Okay. Hello? Hello? 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, what?
Gotcha.
Hey, fuck you.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
God damn it. Nope. Really, man, I really do have no choice to fucking play it.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Press N.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Fuck you.
He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fuck you, M.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
When did that...
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
9.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This guy's an asshole.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path
Those weren't
lay
there
an
before,
enormous
were they?
round room with monitors and mind controls.
No, that wasn't there
And
before.
down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
What the?
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
And
I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as
What?
long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
you don't tell me what to do.
You see? Can
Uh-oh.
he just not hear me?
Whoa.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing
This
to
is the same
kill
place where I
himself?
spawned in.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
By taking the Texan out of me, motherfucker. You don't tell me what to do.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Exactly.
But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
No.
I'm compelled to. I must.
Nope.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Nope.
Maybe this time.
Nope.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a
Yeah,
button.
die,
And
motherfucker.
I tried again.
Die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I
What the fuck just happened? God damn it!
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
The story changed.
When Stanley came to a set of
Nope,
two
I'm not
open
going to the
doors,
left.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
You do
Stanley
not
knew
tell
it
me
perfectly
what to
well.
do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he
Ooh,
detoured
what?
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Push the button! Ooh. Hello? Ooh, it's going down really dark. Don't tell me I'm gonna spawn back in.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Uh-uh.
He wanted to wander about and
Yeah.
get even further off track. So now in order
Oh,
to get
shit.
back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
No, it's right. It's the right door. You didn't... Dude, it's not the... This is not the right way.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
I told you, motherfucker, it's not the right left one. It's always right.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Fuck you.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Ah, I fucked with his bind. I'm fucking with him.
Now, let's see. We went down,
La, 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 la.
right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely
Whoa.
this way.
I know this is not right. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Nope.
Okay.
We got fired.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding?
267. What was that?
Now.
What was that number
The
again?
whole story completely unusable.
472.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No.
Okay, from the top.
No! Son of a bitch!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yada yada
What
yada
could
yada.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah.
When Stanley...
Whoa.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
No.
Stanley,
Those doors were always
did you
there.
change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, now it's an adventure. Okay. Finally, I have fucking control or over something. Ooh la la. What the? Wait. What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I went straight.
Do we need to restart the game again?
I went that way.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever
How
progress
the-
by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, no! Motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
All of his co-workers were
Yeah.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine. I'll go straight to the fucking meeting. And...
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, what the fuck happened? There's no doors this time. Hello. Hello.
Aha!
What the?
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Where did my office go? Wait. Empty hallway. Whoa. I'm glad I'm not high, man. This is one bad mind fuck, bro.
No, wait.
What?
Never mind. Not the
What?
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck? Someone's screwing with me. I don't want to play this no more. I'm scared.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Me neither.
Is this the story? I don't think so.
No.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Where's the door go?
Do you remember, Stanley?
Remember what?
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh! I win, baby! I won the game, motherfucker!
Not a
I beat it
work,
so fast.
It really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you. I win, motherfuckers.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Fuck you, I don't need to win with
Okay.
fair and square.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No! Son of a bitch! What the? That wasn't there before.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
You telling me to follow the line? Is that what you're telling me? Wait. Or whatever. These doors are usually closed. Hello?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Follow
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Stick with what?
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music? This is epic. Follow the yellow brick road. Wait, what the? This is a mindfuck. La 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 la. Wait. This is a mindfuck. La 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 la.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What's a fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
This?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a plant. It's a plant. What the f...
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What the f...
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Wait,
no,
what?
not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've
I like
been
the
through,
line.
you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No! God damn it! Well, looks like the line's going to the right one now. You're not gonna say anything?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Speak for yourself.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
It's a suggestion, not telling me what to do, right?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Wasn't there a... What the fuck? Bro, I'm on tripping, motherfucker. I'm tripping.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto
Adventure
the line
line.
from having any role in our awesome new story. No
Fuck
lines
yeah.
or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Yellow, yellow line, yellow, yellow line. What the... Where'd you go, yellow line? Adventure line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in
Who's
our
we,
control.
mammal?
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
I'm going the opposite
Okay,
direction.
so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
What?
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Logic.
Our destiny.
It don't make sense for shit. Nope. Oh, wait.
Hold up, what's this?
At least it's the same room.
The confusion ending.
Huh?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My
Yeah, you
mind
tell
goes
'em what to do.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Yeah.
Wall.
You tell them.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Yeah, you tell
I won't
'em.
do it. I won't do
About
it.
the power, bro.
And the timer stopped.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Oops.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What? What the fuck was that? God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay,
What
he's
could
back
it
to
mean?
normal.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of
I'll
two
take a
open
left.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Boss! Broom closet. Ooh, I can open the door.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Is that a broom? Oh, look at that broom. It's so amazing. I wonder how many bristles it has.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. I'm going downstairs. It's kind of creepy down here. I don't want to be down here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Oh,
And in such a
fuck.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Wait.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical
fuck?
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
What the
doors
fuck?
close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream."
It's all a dream!
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yep, I'm not
He
crazy.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Fuck yeah.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
What the fuck?
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What's-
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Which is?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
It is strange.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Fuck yeah.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Wait.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
It is a dream.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to
Let me
himself.
wake up.
I'm through with this dream.
Yeah.
I wish it to be over.
I want to go.
Let me go back to my job.
No, I don't.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I don't want to push
Please. It's all I want.
No, I don't.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Wait, I don't have a wife.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Don't tell me he's resetting the damn game again.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
that Stanley?
for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Fuck you.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered
What a
the meeting
bitch.
she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Fucking cunt. Not again. Well, guys, this is all the time I have right now. I'll start the next chapter right here, and I'm gonna save it. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want. Till next time. Peace. I'm out.